Most guys go through life without ever realizing how magnetic they truly are. You might think you're just another ordinary face in the crowd, just another man living day to day. But there's a good chance you're giving off a presence that turns heads, even if you've never noticed it. The truth is, attraction isn't always loud or obvious. It doesn't have to scream for attention. In fact, the most powerful kind is the one that doesn't say a word. It's felt, it's sensed, it's silent, but undeniable. And here's the thing. If you've ever stepped into a room and people glance your way, pause their conversations, or subtly shift in their seats, that's not by accident. That's presence. It doesn't matter how you're dressed or whether you're the tallest guy in the room. What matters is how you carry yourself. Shoulders relaxed but back, chin slightly lifted, eyes focused, movements calm and intentional. There's no rush in your step, no need to prove anything. That energy, that quiet confidence, it demands attention without asking for it. People might not be able to explain why they notice you, they just do. It's like gravity. And for the guys who have it, the world responds differently. Women, in particular, are incredibly tuned in to this type of presence. They pick up on it instantly. It's not even about attraction in the traditional sense. It's something deeper. It's the sense that you're grounded, self-assured, and unfazed. Other men notice it too. Some respect it, while others might get defensive without knowing why. It triggers something primal. If you've ever seen people react to you without you doing much at all, chances are you're already carrying this kind of energy. The only question is, have you been aware of it? And more importantly, have you been using it to your advantage? Contact is one of the most honest, unfiltered signals in human interaction, especially when it comes to attraction. You might not realize it in the moment, but the way a woman looks at you or avoids looking at you can speak volumes. Women are incredibly aware of their surroundings and even more aware of who's watching them. They don't just make eye contact with any guy repeatedly unless there's something about him that draws them in. If she looks at you once and glances away quickly, that could mean a lot of things. But if she holds your gaze, even for just a second longer than usual, it's often intentional. That slight pause, that's interest, curiosity, maybe even a silent challenge. She's trying to see if you're the kind of man who can handle the intensity without flinching. When a woman locks eyes with you and you don't shy away, when you meet her gaze with calm confidence and then look away as if it's no big deal, you've passed a subtle test. She's reading your energy. If you get nervous and look away too fast, she senses insecurity. If you stare too long and make it weird, she senses neediness. But if you can hold that gaze with grounded stillness, you're showing her that you're unshaken, that you're not intimidated by connection or attention. That's powerful. Interestingly, some women won't meet your eyes at all, especially if they feel the intensity is too much. They might avoid your gaze not because they're not interested, but because looking at you feels too vulnerable. It's overwhelming. That's also a sign, just from the opposite end of the spectrum. So whether they're holding your gaze or avoiding it entirely, the key is awareness. Pay attention. Because in the subtle moments, attraction often reveals itself the loudest. There's something captivating about a man who speaks with calm certainty. He doesn't have to raise his voice or dominate the conversation. He doesn't interrupt or try to outshine everyone else in the room. Instead, when he speaks, people naturally listen. His words carry weight not because he says more, but because of how he says it. There's a pause before he talks, a quiet confidence in his tone, and a presence behind every word. He doesn't rush to fill silences or talk just to be heard. He's intentional, and that's rare. In a world full of noise and constant chatter, a man who knows how to use silence, who speaks deliberately and with purpose, stands out without even trying. Women pick up on this instantly. It's not always what you say to them, it's how you say it. If your voice is steady, if your energy is relaxed and grounded, they notice. You're not trying to impress. You're not performing. You're just being real. And that kind of authenticity is magnetic. If you've ever been in a conversation where a woman starts leaning in slightly, where she's genuinely engaged and asking more questions just to keep things going, that's not random. That's a sign she's pulled into your energy. She wants more of it. It's not about being the funniest guy or the smartest guy in the room. It's about being comfortable in your own skin. When you speak, do it like you believe in your words. Speak slowly enough to be heard, clearly enough to be understood, and confidently enough to be remembered. That energy, that self-possession, creates a presence that people don't forget. It's not about dominating the room. It's about owning your voice. And when you do, the room naturally shifts in your direction. There's a kind of respect that can't be forced. It's earned silently and often unconsciously. When you carry yourself with genuine presence and grounded energy, people start to respond to you without even realizing why. One of the clearest signs of this is how others treat your space. You'll start to notice it in small, subtle ways. You're walking through a crowded area, and without needing to push or weave, people naturally make room for you. They step aside. They adjust. You didn't ask for space, but they gave it to you anyway. That's not luck or coincidence. That's a reflection of the energy you're putting out into the world. It's the same in social situations. You walk into a room, sit at a table, or stand in a group, and people shift just slightly to accommodate you. It's subtle, but real. They might turn their bodies toward you. They might quiet down to listen when you speak. They might instinctively include you in the flow of the room, even if you haven't said a word. This behavior isn't about fear or submission. It's about a subconscious recognition of presence. You're not demanding attention or forcing your way into the moment. Your presence simply influences the space. Women notice this even faster than men. A man who commands space, without aggression, without ego, is naturally seen as someone important. Importance isn't about bragging or showing off. It's about how others feel when you're around. Do they feel your calm? Do they sense your certainty? If so, they'll respect it. And in the world of attraction, respect often leads to desire. So if people start stepping aside for you, offering space or adjusting themselves when you enter a room, take notice. That's your energy working for you, without saying a single word. Attraction, especially from women, often speaks in quiet actions instead of loud words. Rarely will a woman walk up and directly say she's interested, but if she is, she'll find a way to get near you. And it's rarely just coincidence. You might be at the gym, a bar, a cafe, or even just walking down the street, and you keep noticing the same woman around you. She passes by more than once, lingers a little longer than she needs to, or stands just close enough that you can feel her presence. She might not say a word, but she's sending a clear message. I see you. I'm curious. I want to be noticed. These moments are small but intentional. A woman fixing her hair as she walks past, adjusting her clothes when she thinks you might be watching, or pretending to check her phone nearby. These aren't random. She's giving you an opening. She wants you to make the next move, but she's not going to hand it to you directly. And sometimes she will take it a step further. Maybe she bumps into you accidentally. Maybe she starts a casual conversation about something totally meaningless, a comment about the weather, a question she probably already knows the answer to. It's not about what she says, it's about why she's saying it. If a woman isn't interested, she won't try to be near you. She won't try to talk to you. She'll do the opposite. She'll distance herself. But a woman who feels your presence and is drawn to it will make sure she's within reach. The key is recognizing these signals when they happen, because once you do, you stop chasing and start responding. You start moving with confidence, knowing that your energy is already doing half the work for you.